Good morning. Look at what a difference a day can make. Life in the bluegrass, life in the Midwest. It's like, well, just if you're tired of the weather, just hang on. Don't give up. That's today's message. I thought that was so appropriate. Don't give up. So we read Revelation chapter 20 this morning, and the words "don't give up" just came to me. Well, I read this chapter through at least 3 times. I think maybe even 4 times. I read it a lot this morning. I really meditated on it, and because there's a lot of fantastic things in here, like really like fantastical things. We've got a lake of like fire. We've got Satan locked up in chains for 1,000 years. We've got the armies of Gog and Magog, who are as numberless as the sand, like ready to fight. Satan gets unleashed after 1,000 years to come back and with the armies of Gog and Magog. Like it's like Lord of the Rings type scene in my mind. And Mordor and all of that. So we've got all this dramatic scenery. But then, of course, God comes on the scene and the book of life comes out, and whoever's name is written in the book of life gets saved. Everybody else gets cast into the fire, and even death itself gets cast into the fire. And yeah, out of all this fantastical language and this story and this vision, the words "don't give up" came to my mind. Don't give up. That is, with humans, it can seem like the chips are down, we're down and out. Even if the world is against us, we get against ourselves, because we can get caught in the thoughts that come with all of that. When things don't go like you planned or like you'd like them to go, it's easy to give up. And whether it's by outside circumstances or your own circumstances, don't give up. God, like, humans are meant to prevail. Like, we find a way. Life finds a way. The book of life finds a way. Don't give up on yourself. If you had a thought that you could achieve something, like, go for it. Don't give up. And even if you quote unquote fail, the only time we ever actually fail is when we quit. So as long as you don't give up, the acronym for fail that I like is first attempt in learning. And sometimes it's a first attempt, second attempt, you sail, a third attempt, tail spin. We could probably go through the alphabet, but it's an attempt in learning. Every time you try, you learn something new, you build new evidence for yourself. And if you believe and have faith, you will. Persistence and consistency are the key. And don't give up. We are meant to thrive. And again, the only time when we really don't is when we give up. When we just say, okay, the enemy's won, whatever that enemy is, whether you believe it's a literal Satan, or it's your own negative thoughts, your ego, somebody else's ego, getting caught up in all of that drama. I'm going to head back because I think the wind is kind of, I'm going to have to protect I didn't wear my headphones today to protect the wind, so I'm going to try to do that. But that is what I got, like, even through the thousands of years overall in the macro epic bigger picture version of humanity, God God prevails. Life prevails. Light, life, love wins in the end. So be on the winning side and don't give up. Don't give in to the darkness. Don't give in to the negative behavior, the negative thoughts. Don't give in. Know that there is something better for you, and do the things. Even when you're in a depressed state, it's just a state for a time. It's not a permanent state of being. We can get ourselves out of this. And the power of the mind and the power of the thoughts, and to just show up. Keep showing up. Don't give up. As I even close out a year, and there were days when I definitely didn't want to come out here, or even if it was going out on my deck, where I didn't want to write. Sometimes I wasn't writing until, late in the evening, but I got it done, by golly. I never gave up. And here I am on day 363, a couple more days of not just reading the Bible, but meditating on it, finding a practical nugget to encourage myself with, to share it, to learn it deeply enough, let it be written on me in my heart, that I can turn around and talk about it and write about it and put it out into the world and let it help whoever it's going to help. If it helps anybody at all, that's gravy. That's amazing. But it certainly has helped me. I have learned so much about myself and my own character and what's possible by just not giving up, believing, showing up, and just doing it. And life has just, every time I go through a journey like this, and I'm getting ready to head on to another one in a few days for 2023, and I'm going to show up. I'm going to show up and not give up on that journey either. And every leg of my journey and every day, time unfolds one moment at a time, one day at a time, and it's passing anyway. Why not make the most of it? And don't give up. Don't give up. This thing called life, on this rock spinning through the universe, is ridiculous. It's amazing. Why not take full advantage of it and enjoy it? Turn it into an adventure, not just something that you have to survive and make through. Don't get caught up in the muck in your thoughts. You have the ability to elevate your thoughts to those of life and thriving and what God has for the human being, if they will die to their ego, if they will just not listen to the darn thing and do things anyway, despite the negative self-talk. We all have it. We all have it. It doesn't, from the gazillionaires, the most beautiful people on the world planet, to the homeless people, those who have every reason maybe to be negative. But you always find the people out there that have defied the odds, haven't given up. They find there's always something to be grateful for. Always. Do that and be consistent about it, and you will have a different experience of life. And just don't ever give up. All right, that was my message today from this wild book of Revelation 20. All right, bye.